What's up, YouTube? I am the Sparkle Queen, aka the Angel. It's been a long time since I've been on here, and if I stumble when I talk, please forgive me, because I tell you what, it's not easy just talking to a camera. Yeah, the last time I was on there was about 4 months, but anyway, let's jump straight into it, because to be honest, in the last few weeks, I felt so led to talk about why God removes people out of your life. And this is not just like so much focused on friendship, but this is more focused on intimate relationships. I think many people still struggle. I think this dating pool at the moment is so totally jacked up. And I think many of us get lost in what we're supposed to be doing and making sure that we are continuously protecting ourselves and making sure that we're meeting the right kinds of people. So the first two things I want to say is the disclaimer is it's important to have a relationship with God, because God is love, and to understand what love is the only way is through a relationship with Him. The second thing is working on yourself. Now, if you're meeting someone and every time you meet someone it's like the same spirit in a new body, it's because there are certain things you believe in, certain belief systems, certain attitudes that you have, mindset that is attracting this very same person just in a new body. Working on yourself is things like really going within and convicting your old belief systems, things you've told yourself, things that you believe in, your attitude, your behavior in terms of how you speak to others. If you get angry over everything, those are some of the steps that you would take while you have that relationship with God to sort of transform yourself and become new. That helps you raise your vibrations, because you're obviously going to be operating from a higher vibrational standpoint than a lower one. So that's also very much key. Many people think that when you work on yourself, it's just about eliminating people from your life, going for a spa day, just things that like pampering and getting rid of people. No, it's conviction. It's conviction. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is if you have met anybody and or you're talking to someone and it's all about basically a hookup or casual sex, you're going in the wrong direction. Having casual sex does not give you a long-term relationship. It doesn't matter how much you feel like you like the person, how much your heart is involved in it. I mean, particularly if you've been having casual sex with someone that you like so much for the past year, hoping that they're going to one day wake up and see you for your value and your worth, and see you as wife material or a serious girlfriend or even boyfriend or whatever. It's not going to happen. The person has already been given the milk, so they don't need to buy the cow, as they say. If you're the type of person that feel you need to prove your worth by giving them your resources, by spending money, giving them gifts like trips away on holiday, or just, alongside with this having sex, then they just don't feel like there's anything to really work on, or to anything to hunt for, anything to fight for. You're giving everything away without any kind of resistance. And while it shouldn't really be like that, in terms of people should see you as kind and see you that you have a big heart, unfortunately, because of the kind of, we live in more like most people operate off the reptile brain and everything's low vibrational, you're looked upon as weak and as if you don't have a backbone or you don't know your self-worth. But in all reality, it's people don't do things for people that they don't see something more with, that they want something more from. But that's how it's looked upon. So giving your body away to anybody is a no-no. The second thing you shouldn't be doing while you're having casual sex with someone is allowing that person to keep coming to your home, or even inviting them to your home in the first place. Particularly if you just met, you are strangers. Don't give out your personal home address. That's your security, and you need to protect that at all costs. giving that out to people that really doesn't have any real love in their heart for you, any kindness, any respect or trust. They need to prove themselves. And I want to say this for women, because as an observation, I realize with women, they believe that they need to go out of their way to prove to a man that they are wifey material. And very soon, very quickly of meeting that person, you'll be inviting them to your home and cooking them dinner and having sex with them and, just showing them your potential. Meanwhile, you're not getting any of that back. They're not proving themselves to you. It's like you're fighting to prove yourself to be the wife when it's just a potential. That doesn't mean you're going to be picked. And I want to give you a quick example. Where I used to live, there was a neighbor of mine used to have this girl come in and drive into the cul-de-sac, and she was his driver, to his house, and he'll go in his house, and she'd be sat in the car for like half an hour waiting on him, and then at some point he'll come out, they'll drive off. Now this went on for about 6 months. The last time I saw the girl, she drove to the house, he got out as usual, went in the house. I left to go shopping at 12:30, came back at 8:30, the girl was still sat in the car. Now the reason why I'm saying this is not just about the girl sitting in the car, because there's more to the story. The very next day, he bought himself a car. He then picked up the girl that he really wanted to be with once he got himself together. And I thought, oh, well, maybe she will end up sitting in the car. No, that girl went inside the house, but he opened up the car door, shut it, locked the door, and they both went in the house. So men know who they want to be with. Women know who they want to be with. It doesn't take that long to make a decision whether you want to take that person seriously or not. And it doesn't take years, okay? The second thing I've noticed as an observation is that from women, you will know that man doesn't want to be with you. He's told you, I'm not looking for a girlfriend, but basically he's saying, I don't want you. He may want someone else, but if he tells you, I'm not looking for a girlfriend, he's saying, I actually don't want you. Now, if you decide to go ahead and have the casual sex or the hookup or whatever you call it, and give him gifts and prove to him that you can be the best girlfriend for him, or you're the best girlfriend for him, don't be shocked when he doesn't comply and he continues to treat you badly, or he continues to ignore the stuff you give him or the stuff you do for him. Because people are just like that when it comes to take. They're selfish, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll take your gifts, I'll take the sex, and I still won't acknowledge you. So you have to be very careful. But what the observation I've noticed with women is that they will give hazy information to their female friends, telling their female friends that, oh, and this is just an argument's sake, Tony, he treated me like this, and he didn't come out for my birthday, or he's like, oh, he didn't call me, I've been calling for days and he's gone missing. And you'll be saying things as if the guy's just being shady. No, if he's told you, I do not want a relationship with you, or I don't want a girlfriend right now, and you continue to proceed on in that way, just know that the consequences are the consequences. You can't then go telling your friends how this person's doing X, Y, and Z, and making your friends believe that you two are together and your friend's just in a bad relationship, when in fact he doesn't actually want you in a serious way. He's not committing himself to you. So following the truth is mostly important, and that's why doing the work on yourself is very important. Oh God, I'm gonna have to call it back. So moving forward, okay, if you're a married person and you step outside of your marriage and you want to talk to single people, you're like one of the worst kinds of people that you can ever come across. Not only are you selfish and self-centered, you just want your ego stroked. Instead of you sorting out the problem in your marital home, you step out looking for someone that's young or someone that is single, probably got no dependents, to really just confuse. and bring into this already maritable situation that you know you're never going to be able to offer anything. Single people should know that married people never leave their husband or wife to be with you. Okay, I know a man that dates a married woman. I know a woman that dates a married man. But at the end of the day, they go home to their married partners, even if there is issues at home with their marital partners. You should never entertain anybody married unless you know that divorce is done, sealed and finalized, and then you can begin to speak. If you're having sex with them before that, or dating them before that, and it doesn't work out, then just understand that's just the consequences. This is even for anybody got somebody married speaking to them at the time. And a lot of time married people lie about being married. So like I said, they're one of the lowest of the low forms, to be honest with you. And they do have a lot going on in terms of being reptiles, in my opinion, right? Because if you have to lie, sneak around, have your ego stroked, like there's just so much, like you're just like, ugh, vomit, you know? So yeah, just stay away from them. They're just a waste of you. They're wasting your time. Just like anybody that is a cheater and they pretend that they love you. Like, and another thing, if you've met somebody and you're dating and it seems to be going well, but you're not too sure, and then after a week they're like, I really love you. Do not believe that crap. Nobody falls in love that quick. They might like you. Love is very strong. And most of the time, they don't even know what love is. In fact, they don't even love themselves to even love you. So really, do not even believe anyone that says they love you within a week. It's just love bombing you to try and get you into a certain easy state where you drop their guard so they can go, because they're vipers, and then they can go straight in for the kill of what their real ulterior motive is, what they really want. Don't get involved in anyone telling you they love you. It's like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. It's too quick. It's not real. No one ever loves anyone that quick. You don't even know the person. How you love someone you don't even know? You know, they can care for you. They can respect you. But love, like, come on, let's get real. Yeah. So with that being said, you know, there are different dating styles that are so, like out here that are so messed up. And I think that when people, you know, don't have that much experience, it's very hard to tell whether they're getting something authentic or just a scammer. You know if it's a scammer if what they say, their actions doesn't live up to what they say. You know it's a scammer, You know it's a scammer if they are trying to be possessive and call you 100 times. Well, that's not someone that's a scammer. That's probably someone that's a bit tapped. But if you've got someone that's literally, if you don't answer the phone, you look at your phone and then you realize they've called you over 100 times, they've left you messages, they're leaving abusive messages down the phone. That's somebody that has got something else going on within from their childhood, and it might be abandonment issues or something. You can't help that person. You need to give them advice to get therapy or to see the GP to get some type of therapy and get to the underlying root of why they're acting the way they act. There should be, jealousy can be a little bit and it shows interest, but it shouldn't be to the point where the person wants to fight you, argue with you, cuss you out, call you out your name, even try and cuss your mum, you know? It shouldn't be like that kind of like suffocation, smothering. Anybody that's met someone that is literally like, you've just met them and they want to be with you all the time is abnormal. Like, okay, where's your job? Like, do you not have, where's your friends? What was you doing before you met me? Like, how can all of a sudden you meet this person and they literally want to spend every bloody waking minute with you? They're just, that to me, like, you want me to put you on my back and walk around with you? That's just crazy. Like, you can't, that's not healthy. They need to have their own interests, their own hobbies, their own friends, you know, job. They need to break it up, and it should be the same. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. The second thing to look out for anybody taking drugs, if you've got someone that's addicted or codependent on drugs, the relationship's automatically void. The reason why is because if someone's always, you know, inebriated, then they're not really operating from a consciousness that's of reality. So they're dating you while being inebriated. They're never sober. So their emotions, you can't judge their emotions to be of truth. It's hard to judge, you know. They need to get their own self together. There's obviously something else going on if you are so codependent on any forms of drugs, alcohol. If you're a gambler, they'll gamble the money away. I mean, if you buy a house together, you'll realize they've taken out a loan on the house. You know, I shouldn't even laugh, because I know there is someone in the world somewhere where they've actually lost their home through someone being a gambler, or maybe a drug addict. And, you know, drug addicts that steal things from your house, and then you realize, you know, they're stealing the kids, you know, PlayStations and stuff like that. So it can be quite serious as well. So, you know, it's not really funny, to be honest. It could be quite a nightmare. But if you're at that beginning stage and you meet somebody like that, you need to learn to get a cut-off game that is air watertight. There is no point entertaining it, thinking you can help, physically. You can only advise and let them get the help separately from yourself. Don't be dragging yourself down trying to fix somebody that doesn't want to be fixed. Don't be sleeping with that person, particularly if the person's quite physical and violent. You know, there is some people that will use their money as well to control you as a female. This is mostly for females that want to control you as a female. So they will give you the money, but who's attached to the money is the devil, literally. They will use that to determine what they want you to do for them, and what you should be doing for them. So if you give someone control over your finances and you're not in a position where you can take care of yourself, sometimes you will meet the worst kind of person that will tell you basically like when to get up and when to go to bed. You never know what kind of person you're going to get. When they control you with money, you can get a real a-hole if you got the wrong kind of person. But yeah, you know, I think the best thing for me to do, because the truth is you're going to get all kinds of people with different kinds of personalities that is just, you know, like I said, messed up. The best thing I think I can do right now is just explain what love really is. So the first on my list is someone that is kind-hearted, okay, and has a clean heart, that wants to express and show you their personality. Someone that is open about where they see you and them in the next 5 years, and are transparent about their status in life. You know, whether they have debt, whether they want to open up a business, where they want to live, their beliefs about children. Somebody that is patient as well. You need someone that is patient. Now, this is somebody that's really worked on themselves, because love is patient, you know. Someone that is, I did say loving and did say kind. Let me look at my list. Someone that is a provider and a protector. Someone that, I'll just fix this because it's rain, it's like in and out with the clouds around here, and the thing, it goes in and out. Right, so let me just double check this. So it says someone that is open and honest about their feelings. That is so important, because communication in a relationship is key. You do not want to be around somebody that doesn't care about you. If they don't care about you, then they don't feel the need to express to you their thoughts to you or their feelings, you know, to you. So really and truly, you never really know what that person is thinking. And it's one of the worst situations to be in, because I've been with somebody that literally doesn't express what they're thinking. You're left to your own devices. That was in the past, but not now. But I say this and jump off because I have something else to go and do. Someone that is a truth teller. You need someone that is ready to tell the truth at all times, at all costs. You know, because when you're with someone that tells lies, lies alter really the relationship so quickly and can catapult it into it ending, to be honest. Today you could wake up and think you and your partner is good. By the evening, a lie comes out, it's all finished, you know. So truth tellers is very important. And anyway, why wouldn't you want to tell the truth? If you're a grown adult and you're with somebody, you want that person to be with you based on the choices that they know the full truth. Why withhold the truth from them? You know, another thing is, like, when we talk about truth is so important because you meet somebody and they will use lies to trap you and get with you. One of the lies women tell is your baby when they know it's not your baby, or I'm pregnant when they're not pregnant, and this is for people that's really not in a serious relationship. So this resin is jumping up and down. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just leave it. You know, one of the things men tell lies on is that they've been to the clinic when they haven't. And they could have, you know, gonorrhea or chlamydia or any other sexual deadly disease, you know. Okay, women probably could tell the same thing too. You know, there are lies that you should not really tell if you really plan to be with somebody. Stop trying to trap people into a relationship with you. And there are many people that do things like this, and hoping that once they find out, they'll be like, oh, well, we're been together this long now, so we might as well just stay together. That's a trap, you know? So yeah, you need to have personality. Another thing, which what love is it is forgiveness as well, you know? Holding on to resentment throughout a relationship, everything the person does, you got to learn to forgive. It takes a lot of patience, and forgiveness is key. And to have that relationship with God, to keep praying and making sure that you are loving your partner and treating your partner the right way. Another thing about love is that some of the old belief systems about men should do this, women should do that, needs to go. Meaning in a sense that because a woman is a woman, she's automatically has to be the one that cooks every day for her man to show that she loves her man. That is a fake belief system. If a woman is tired and she's worked and the husband comes in, it's got to be a balance. It's got to be a two-way street. The husband will have to take over. You sin against yourself if you're not honest about the things you want to do or you're prepared to do. You cannot do things to please other people if you feel within your heart that is something that you don't want to do. So I use cooking as an example. If I'm working 9 to 5 and my husband is working 9 to 5, but because I am the woman, I have this gender role that I must come in and start cooking, and he must come in and wash off and relax, I could build resentment where I don't actually feel like I should be doing that. I feel like we should be sharing the load because we might be both tired. He needs to know when to take over, and I need to know when to take over for him. There is no favoritism in a proper marriage, in a proper relationship. You pull together. Many people don't believe in that concept, but that's one of the reasons why resentment starts to set in. So someone that is organized, you know, you need someone that's organized, because when someone's organized and you're not, you can lean on each other, because love is support. You need to be organized to give support, to be honest with you. You can't be too scatty or anything like that. I mean, that is some of the things that you should be looking for. Honesty, trust, someone with a kind heart, someone that's open in communication, somebody that is supportive. Yeah. Someone that is not afraid to show all their love language, not just sex. Sex is just one of many love languages, you know. And if you know how to read your partner properly, then you would know when to give the right kind of love language to your partner. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there. So anyway, I'm the Sparkle Queen. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, peace out.